Good evening, everyone. This is North Shore Preparedness coming to you from the busy shores of Lake Ontario. Today is still Saturday, August the 29th, 2020. And what I'm doing here is we're busy. We're in the middle of finishing up cooking out the mustard and getting ready to can that. If you saw my previous mustard video, this is part 2 to it, okay? So, I thought I messed up my liquid count in my the recipe I showed you guys. To be honest, it turned out well. What I did do is I added some liquid to this because I wanted it to cook out for a little while, and I wanted some liquid to cook out of it while it cooked. Okay, and that took a little bit longer than I expected. Now, what you definitely want to do with this is you want to treat this like a milk product, okay? If you do not want to leave this unattended. You want to stir this the bottom out of this every couple of minutes or so. Like I said, like a milk product, because if you leave it, it will scald on the bottom. If you notice the bottom is scalded, you can dump it into another pot and salvage it. But if you stir the bottom, you're gonna wreck everything. Okay? All right. Now, you're going to want to be careful while you're doing this, because you see how this explodes with the bubbles like lava? This can shoot hot little morsels onto you. I went to put my nose over it, and I mean, I didn't even bend over to put my nose over it. I just walked up to it to put my nose over top of the pot to see how it smelled, and this gave me a little burn on the chin. So this bubbles up like lava, so be careful, guys. Okay? So we pretty much got this cooked out. Let her bubble up a little bit more. You know, you guys bubble it to the consistency that you guys want it, okay? You do you. I'm just showing you what I'm doing, okay? Alright, so that's fine. That's good and dandy, and I'm actually, to be honest with you, I'm pretty happy with the consistency of that, the thickness. I just wanted to show you guys how to cook it down. Like I said, I introduced liquid. Maybe I shouldn't have. I think I got all my ingredients right on the video I made previous when I put all this in the brine. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to take this off the stove, set it on the table, and we're going to can this up, okay? I'll bring you guys around so you can see what's going on. Let me just adjust this. Sorry, Tony. I know you don't like it when camera jostles around. Just back this up. Okay, so we can see what we're doing. Can't back that up anymore. Alright, well I can back it up like this. Alright, there we are. That's fair enough. Okay. I'm actually going to have to check this with my other glasses. My other glasses, again. Thank you very much. Alright. Okay. Yeah, sort of like that, I guess. Alright, that should work. Okay. Alright, so we got our mustard cooked out. And I totally thought I messed that recipe up. And I thought I was going to have to adjust it and, completely rewrite the thing. But as it turns out, you know what? When it came out as thick as it was, that's not the case. Now all these jars here, I have washed and they have been sterilized in the oven at 250 for 25 minutes. And they're good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start ladling this mustard into these jars, okay? And then we're going to water bath can them. Now the jars that I'm using are they're half pint jars, or 250 milliliters for my all of my friends who work on the Imperial system. Okay, I have American friends and I have friends like all over the world, so I like to use both measurements just to show everyone what's going on there. So you're going to want to have a ½ inch of headspace. Jar up the rest of these. And I mean, you can cook this to the consistency that you like. If you like a really thick mustard, cook it down thick. If you like a loose mustard, you know, do that. Okay? It's just whatever you prefer. Okay? And to be honest with you, like I said, I thought I messed up the recipe on this. But when I smelt it when it was cooking, it was like, oh, okay, all right. I think we banged this out really, really nice because it smelled amazing. It smelled like the best mustard I've ever smelled. Okay, we used really, really nice ingredients in this, and the smell really lends itself to that. It lets you know that there's fantastic ingredients in here. Okay, I'm thinking we might get eight half pints out of this, because this is a recipe I used. I doubled the batch, and when I was using it previous, I got 4 half pints. So I'm thinking we're going to get 8 half pints out of this. We're just going to keep loading them up and see what happens, okay? It doesn't really matter. We're going to get what we're going to get. It's not a measuring contest, right? Just put them in the jars, get what we get, move on to the next. Okay. Alright, now I'm thinking we're not going to get 8. I'm thinking we're going to get 7. That's what it's looking like. No, we may get 7 and a little one. No, we may only get just 7. May not even get 7. I might have boiled too much liquid out of this. Well, alright, so here we go. We got 7 half pints. Let's take this out of the way. Excuse my reach. We'll get some paper towel. Bit of vinegar here, just to ever so slightly dampen our paper towel. Clean off these rims, the rims of these jars. Clean those off. All right. Now with our lids. Alright, okay, so I put my lid lifter away, which I need now. I will retrieve that. Now we're in business. Here we go. There's 1. That's 2, 3. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Put these rings on. Look at that, I've got mustard on my knuckle even. It bubbles up and splashes. You gotta really be careful because it's hot, okay? Let's put these on finger tight. This one here isn't seated. That's hot. That's not cold. That's not cold at all. Alright. Ready to go into the canner. I'm going to swing you back around. This way. Alright, we're just going to place them right into the canner right now. I'm going to use the can grabber to do this because we've got hot product here and it's going down into hot liquid. So safety first, you don't want to put your fingers down in there. Alright, but you want to lay those down in there. Then you want to turn up your temperature, bring it up to a boil once all of your jars are in there, okay? Okay, so this has been a 5-day soak on this mustard. You saw me cook it out. Now, like I said, I added some liquid to it, and it took me a lot longer to cook it out. That's okay, I wanted to cook it out anyways, and it smelled fantastic. And you know what? I'm making a bit of a mistake here, guys. I'll say it right now. I did not debubble these jars before putting them in this canner. I will say that right now. So what we should do, I'll qualify right now, is in our jars, before the lids and rings are on, we should run a debubbler around to get rid of any bubbles that might be on the inside of these jars. That's for safety. So there's a mistake right there I made, and I'll admit to it right now. It shouldn't probably affect these mustards too bad because they're all going to be gone within a year. But you know, if it's something you're going to expect to last over a year, you really want to make sure to be thorough about debubbling your products while you're canning them. Alright, now speaking about being thorough, what I need to do is I need to turn the heat up on this, and I also need to top up the water. We need to top up the water on this. We want the water 1 inch above the lids of these jars, and then once we bring it up to a boil, we're going to want to bubble it. You don't need to boil it aggressively. Once it's achieved a boil, you can turn it down so it maintains a boil. You know, you don't need it at maximum. You can turn it down to 8 or whatever helps it maintain a boil, okay? But you're going to want to boil it for 20 minutes, okay? Just to make sure these help stay shelf stable. Now, because I didn't debubble them, if you want to, you can just take them out of there. Once they've processed and cooled, you can put them in the fridge to keep them safe, okay? Alright. Here we go now. Here we go now. That looks like an inch, but it could be just a little less. That could be 7/8 of an inch. So I'm going to top it up a little bit more. Put the lid on it. Turn this up to max. Bring it up to a boil. And like I said, once you brought that up to a boil, and it's boiled for 20 minutes, like I said, it doesn't need to be a raging boil, but it does need to be bubbling. 20 minutes, you're golden, okay? And so that's how you finish off your mustard. Apologies for not debubbling. Yeah, that's you know, we all need to correct ourselves when we've made a mistake, okay? All right, so that's what I'm up to again yet this evening. Third video. This is going to be North. Out for now.